What a brutal weekend, jeez. Only like 20 quid in actual sales. It's mental. Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nick. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure. Today, we're on like the 22nd or something like that sales video. It's flown by, hasn't it? But this has probably been the worst weekend we've had to begin with. But make it better, guys. Let's get to 100 subscribers. We're almost there. We're only a couple off. Check out the video. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment on what you thought was good, what I could improve on as well. But we'll get into the sales. I'll start off with the Vinted. So far on the weekend, it was only one, and it was probably one of my most favourite items I've got. Sweetheart. I think it's called Sweetheart. Teeny Baby, or TY. Yeah, he's awesome. Sort of a burgundy orangutan. No tags on him, just only the TY on the back there. But this is actually the Buddies collection, the Beanie Buddies collection, so it's a little bit different from the other ones. Amy said she had these when she was younger. Would like to have had him with a tag. He's still got like the plastic bit on there. There's no damage to him at all. £2.5 quid. I bought him for £1, £2.5 quid. As I said, very poor weekend when it comes to profit, but we got to at least get some stuff out of the door, so I don't mind making small amounts. But then we went on to eBay, and again, another plush. We have a WWF, I think it's a tiger. I put it down as a tiger anyway, but yeah, tiger? Anyway, yeah. Picked him up for 50 pence, sold him for £3.99. Didn't know really what to expect. I picked him up along with that Snowy Owl, which I had in one of the previous sales. Similar sort of pricing. Yeah, just like the look of him really, and I thought, well, he might be worth a couple of bob. He wasn't really, he was only worth, a couple of quid, but he's gone. And then we had one which we had up on the channel for a while. Sorry, I have to bend down for these. They are the 30 Days of Night. I really enjoyed the film. I didn't get a chance really to read these, but I've got so much stuff to read at the moment. This is issue 1 and issue 3. So issue 1 is just a standard 30 Days of Night, and then we have the Return to Barrow on number 3. The second one I was missing, I think that's Dark Days. I didn't actually see it in the charity shop when I picked them up, but I picked them up for £1 each, sold them for £10, so there's £8 profit in that before fees with eBay. But I'm glad to see them go. They were taking up only a small amount of space. Like surprising how much space plushes take up. But the 3 sales so far, I'm not going to complain. Like I said, it's a couple of quid in it. I'd like to get a few more sales. Hopefully some of the big ones. I've got some really, really good items going up now. When I mentioned good items, I picked this up for £1 in the St David's charity shop near me. You might have seen it in the short, you might have not, but this one was actually the best item in the short. And it is a Funko Pop, but it's an exclusive Funko Pop. It's Colossus from Attack on Titan, or AOT. It does have some marks to it, like on the face back here and on the top of the head. But like I said, these are an exclusive. There's 2 different variants of this. There's the grey one and then there's a pink looking one. I've seen the pink looking ones on eBay. They're not sold, but some of them sell trying to well, because they're exclusive, they're trying to sell for like £150, £200. I'm never going to go that much. I'm going to try and get this one down to like 35, 40 quid around there. Probably 30 quid on it, to be honest. But for £1, like I said, some really good items. This one being one of them, and I've got a few other ones which I might show you, or I might show you in a short. So we've actually moved back upstairs because it's starting to get really cold down in the conservatory, especially on my feet. Not very good circulation, but we've had some sales, some Vinted and some eBay. As you can see, the racks are still rammed full. I got to get through them. I've got some sort of postage items and that there. But the first one is Vans. So these are Vans beige. I think they're a special edition, as you can see inside. But they are a cush sole. They're actually quite lightweight as well. But these are beige with like a beige sort of checkered sort of outskirt in there. The bottoms are fantastic. I bought these in a not car boot, it was actually in a charity shop, sorry. There was a £1 sale on, and I seen them and I instantly grabbed them. And yeah, picked them up for £1, sold them for £10. Yeah, I'm not really going to complain in terms of the pricing. I probably could have got more on eBay, but I thought
I need to start clearing some space. So I thought £10. I did offer, let's say 12, but they offered 10. Yeah, nice little sale there. We do have another one then for Vinted, and it is Borderlands 2. Sorry, Borderlands 1. I did want Borderlands 2. It's got the manual. The game itself, I think, has some scratch into it. It's not too bad. Picked it up for £1, sold it for £2. I'm going through all my games right now, just trying to let them go. So I've got quite a few big bundles, which I do need to put online. I have put them on Facebook Market at the moment, but it's one of those ones where I'd rather people collect it than me delivering a huge sort of package. But then we go on to our eBay. Now eBay has been a bit slow. Not really had crazy amounts of views, but I did pick up a couple of items, and the first one was in my first short, and it was the little mouse, the Premier Collection mouse, the Arc Toys Premier Collection mouse. This I bought for 50p and sold for £7. Not really much I can say about it really, apart from it's white as a beanie. It's still got the tags on it, in really good condition, and yeah, after fees, it's about £4.50 profit. Now, these ones, I'm not 100% sure where I got them from. I'm pretty sure it was a charity shop again, but I wasn't too sure why I spent £4.50 on them. Usually I would buy Geox, sort of relatively cheap. They do resell quite well. These ones are not in amazing condition, but they still sold for £12. So still making a couple of quid. But they're Geox Amphibox, I think it's called. I'm not 100% sure on that. Geox Amphibox. But the soles are alright. The backs on them have been well worn. But it's like an Italian style shoe. These are leather with suede. They're size 9. But I will always look out for Geox. You see the condition on them isn't fantastic. They were all in the pictures. Same with this one as well. The bottoms are actually sort of yellowing, and like I said, the base of them, especially on the back, some of them must have been a very dragging their feet, which you do normally actually see quite regular. But the rest of the sole is actually really good. But yeah, like I said, bought them for £4.50, sold them for £12. There's not really a lot I can say about these ones, apart from they are quite badly sort of worn. They got they're leather, and yeah, can't remember why I bought them, to be honest. But yeah, sold £12. After that, we have one which I thought, this was a car boot find. I seen it in a box. I saw a bunch of other different sort of figures. I've been trying to get into figures, and sort of, even if I make a loss, just look and see what I can get for a lot of them. And this one was a banger. It is Scrooge McDuck. It's like PVC, I guess, or rubber. But yeah, I didn't realise until I brought it home how rare this is. These don't come up that often. If you do see them, keep them. I sold this one for £23.95. Insane, just for a little bit of rubber. But it's done, sorry, I should say it's made in Germany, and it's for a Bullyland, which is, I think that's their sort of Disneyland. I didn't really look too far into it, I just seen how rare this one was. But yeah, fantastic little find. Spent 50p on this, so a huge profit when it comes to that. I'm going to give it a little bit of a clean up before sending it out, of course. But overall, everything together there, you're looking probably about 30-40 quid profit, which is, you know, basically what we've done the past week or so in one sort of day, which I'm happy about. I was just about to leave to do the parcels, and another eBay sale come through. It's for a Ronson Vara Technic, or Varatronic I should say, vintage 1970s lighter. It's a piezo electric, so it's got a click still on it. I don't know if you can see it. There was a spark in it, and there might be a spark in there. There's no fuel in it though. But I picked this up in a car boot for £2, and I sold it for 10. There you go, should see at the bottom there, Ronson. Maybe get a bit closer. But yeah, I pick up lighters fairly regular because they tend to sell between sort of like £8 to £12. If you're picking them for £1 or £2, you can make a couple of quid profit on it, and I always find it quite cool to look at, and they're quite interesting. got plenty over there. I got one phenomenal one which I had in a package. It's a Rowenta sort of semi-automatic. It's a big ticket item, but yeah, happy with the sale. Quick and easy. Chuck it in a postal letter, padded envelope. Couple of quid, easy profit. Got another sale. It's a tie. So I know a lot of people are not really interested in ties, but this one, like I said, when I went to Abbottleri, it's a fantastic tie. It's a Neil bottle hand painted silk tie. Absolutely bloody lovely, to be honest. I love it. It's in very good condition. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's still got its tags on it. I've still got the actual plastic casing that goes with it. It's not in the greatest condition, the casing, but yeah, this is something to look out for. Very, very good tie. So I bought it from a reclamation, sort of, yeah, I don't know, you can't really call it a charity shop, but like a shop sort of thing. Bought it for £1, sold it for £19.99. That's a really well made these are, and quite sought after. So if you ever do see Neil bottle, pick it up. If it's dirt cheap, for sure. You're looking at about £20. Well, I had an awful night's sleep, but we had one sale during the night, probably be the last one of this week, and it was a steel case, Call of Duty Black Ops, all in. So it's got the manual and the game. The game is in pretty good condition. I'll just check it for you now. Oh, it's got a couple of scratches on it, but it's not too bad. Yeah, put this up because I knew steel cases tend to be the ones that are collectible. Put this up for 17 quid, I think it was, and it sold, no problem. Paid £1 for this in a local charity shop. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, steel case. I got a steel case Bioshock as well. But yeah, happy days on that, £16 profit. Thanks again, guys, for joining me on my flipping adventure. It's been a up and down week in the sales, but I'm hoping, and I'm sort of got a gut feeling it's going to be a good Q4. Need some good sales. I've got plenty of good stock there. I've even decided to sort of slow down on actually collecting items to sell. And we'll see where it goes from there. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, sub if you can. We're almost at the 100, and I'll see you in the next sales video.